There's a picture here, but it's not my style at all. Love the noises in this room. Where'd you come from, fat man? I need to be careful not to fall off ledges. Kind of, hate the ledge mechanic. Not gonna lie. That seems important. And that seems terrific. No, it wasn't me. Alyssa wrote this a long time ago. That chapel altar. It wasn't that one beautiful chapel. It was some other altar somewhere else. Well, I'm glad we can save. Because I don't like falling down hall cliffs. Or whatever you would call them. That's a key. Got the brass key. And again, Harry saved in this room. She's just beyond this door. A memo book. Something's written inside. She's just beyond this door. I don't know how, but I can sense it. But she's not the only one there. I sense the presence of something extremely dangerous, even sickening, or maybe what they call God. Nevertheless, I will open the door. Enough of this idle chit-chat. God, I'm not. But I fully intend to save her. No, them. The last entry was written some 17 years ago. Looks like Dad wrote this, too. Anyways, I think that's still neat. Oh! It's my book! My drawing block! Look at that guy! I don't think he looks exactly like that. This is my sketchbook from 17 years ago. On the front cover here is a picture of Dad. Really awful work. Looks just like him. What's this doing here? Did I write that? The door sure does rattle, but it's stuck tight. A secret is hidden out of your sight. You may be thinking, what could it be? You'll need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do, then, with all these? I'll tell you straight, and I won't tease, just as long as you say please. Now, the first thing you must... I don't even think I have 5, so this is going to be a problem. Now, the first thing you must know is that there's something in each row, but that is not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. The upside down man under the ground. To his right, to his left, there's no one around. Leave him alone, though his tears are profound. The moon is up above the sky, full of crescent floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Your Excellency, praying to God most high, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget one major point you must not omit. And now at the last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint to help keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. Till we'll open the door, I'm just sure that there'll be nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Forget about that, just stay and play, or else I'll be left here alone all day. Yeah, I remember all that. How many tarot cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. What's in that, like, tin can? Maybe on the... My clothes from when I was 7, they don't fit me now. Good thing, too. That mean? The scribbles on the floor here is Alyssa's. For some reason, she always drew monsters like this when she was alone. She used to draw with Claudia, too. A nice daddy and mommy and a fun school. A happy world where everyone smiled and laughed all day long. In short, everything we never had. That looks like the, long arm fellas. Okay, so you can see there's slots here. We got a key. So I might not have screwed up. I don't know. The only door that I recall that wasn't just blocked was way at the beginning. So I don't know if that's where we need to head. That's going to be a bit of a trek if that's the case. Or playing cards on the floor I used to play a lot. I remember little Claudia always had a hard time winning. That made her cry. This is some sort of landscape. Where is it from again? Well, it doesn't matter. I was hoping the tarot card would be on the floor with that stuff. Does the key I have at least mention anything helpful? This was the model for my old room key. I don't even know where I am right now. I believe, actually, too, I noticed in that hallway where I was scared, you saw a little guy crawling in one of these little things down there. Little halls, whatever you would call them. This guy, actually. Is he, like, grading that person? He's having a good time. We saw him with the twins. I don't remember his exact name, but I think a lot of people, and it might actually be super implied already. A lot of people consider him to be like the constructor of Silent Hill, or at least the one that this kind of like messed up landscape one that we have here. Lock's broken. Okay, so we are going to try to head all the way back and see if that does anything for us. Because this does not go down more, at least. Might be able to see him crawling in here since... Oh, there he was. I saw him. There he is. Just a little crawly buddy. Having a grand old time crawling around. If you remember when we, Look at it. If you remember when we started to head into the, Nightmare Otherworld Brookhaven Hospital, we climbed up the ladder and he was kind of like pulling some, pulling at some valves, which kind of also adds to the implication that he's doing stuff. Oh, please, both of you need to go away. I'm gonna be mad if this isn't where I need to go. Oh, this room got weird. Well, this was where we needed to go. That was very spooky. It's a handout with our class resolutions written on it. Doesn't say anything about abandoning your friends or scribbling on the desks. Damn. Think, Alyssa Heather has some... Well, I can't really blame her, can I? When you see her desk again. Obviously has a grudge against it. Go home, drop dead, thief. This used to be Alyssa's. I mean, this was my desk once upon a time. There's a ratty old notebook on the podium. Oops, and there's a letter stuck in here, too. Let's see. There's a girl named Alyssa in my class. If your memory is any good, you may remember her. She's the one I said they called a witch. Most likely her mother is abusing her. I've never seen her come in without some sort of scrape or bruise. Her expression is pitifully dark for a 6-year-old. Something like this may not be so uncommon. Rather than coming up with pointless ideas, it's best just to watch and wait. But isn't there something I can do to help? I'm considering consulting a lawyer, but I do have my reservations. That's why I thought I'd ask you, my friend, for your opinion first. Kay Gordon. God. Oh, the wolf! This is a picture of a wolf. It looks like a dog, but it says wolf and everything, so... I don't know. Kay Gordon... God, who the fuck was Kay Gordon? God damn it. There was the Kay Gordon key, I think it was from the doghouse. pretty ho-hum picture. But Kagorn was brought up before. Did I get anything from here? I guess we needed to, or we can maybe try to cross from the other direction. I don't remember exactly where Kagorn's from. I apologize. This is not where I thought I would be. Oh. What are these letters? No, maybe a bunch of suggestions? What are these letters? People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent using the organization's money for his own personal benefits. I've also heard rumors that Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for such a position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believe in God, if there were some sort of gathering, shouldn't we be valued not for our limited talents or our talkativeness, but for the depths of our faith? LS. I don't know who L. What are these letters? Yes, please. I don't know if LS would be someone that we would know. The tape deck here looks perfectly usable. Good thing I found that tape.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was unable to be born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since in the womb of the Holy Mother until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
That's it, huh? Well, thanks.
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless
Or she hired
the
a
Lord.
detective.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
She has no
Nor I.
eyebrows, you see.
The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Because of the
Well
eyebrows.
now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
Well, that didn't help me at all. So I looked into it real quick. The Kagorn key was from, after you finish Midwich Elementary. Which makes sense, obviously. Probably need to go in there. But I want to look at this real quick, especially because there's a tarot card. That seems like a really large room that might not have anything of importance. Although there's a weird X. That X is concerning. Just a candle. High Priestess tarot card. Name Claudia Wolf is written very small on the cover. Looks like this is her diary. Oh, I'm reading her diary. November 10th. She didn't die then. She was born. I knew that for a fact. But then why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need her power to build paradise, for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14th. Read the Book of Praise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I found what I'd been searching for in there, how to awaken God, but it's much too cruel. Will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16th. I was free all day, so I read A Modern History of Refugees and Young Slaves, Child Exploitation. Okay, that's an interesting way to read. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. I can't do anything now, though. And that's what's hard. So, in her twist, I'm gonna help people kind of thing. There's an old birthday card on the desk. So she was still hanging on to this. Happy birthday to little Claudia. Happy 6th birthday. I love you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. We got what we need. I might need to go into the big spooky room. It seems to him. Oh yeah, it's super blocked off. No, it's not. Why does that look like it's blocked off? I'm not going into the big spooky room. It's too big and spooky. I don't want it. I forgot that this was scary looking. And I'm gonna have to deal with... Oh, I forgot there were so many. I can't see. Thank God the fat guy kind of sauntered off. Okay. Didn't take too much damage, so thank God for that. Get to that save point. Big adventures were had. Now can I make it back to where I need to go without falling? Good thing is I won't need to do too much else. Yeah, okay. Trying to like reassess how to go, but I'm gonna have to look at that map a couple times. Oh, got in there right before he got me. Too close to things. This is at like the far end, right? Pardon me. Okay, I mean, could have been worse. Could have been better. I still am struggling with menus. He's still doing his thing. This is where I need to go, right? Yeah. Just wanted to double check. Now we can do a normal save again. Okay, I absolutely will not remember this. I think the hangman was bottom middle. That's Dad's notebook. High priestess, hang the man. Well, we can... Moon had to have been high. The fool. I need to reread it. No way I'm gonna. Another. This is a closet. It's meaningless to me. Oh, damn. I don't have time to wax nostalgic over these clothes. I want to look at the picture that was on the ground again. It's my notebook. The door sure does rattle. Secret hidden in your sight. You might be thinking, what could it be? You'll need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do then with all these? I'll tell you straight and I won't tease, just as long as you say please. Now the first thing you must know is that there's something in each row. Well, that is not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit, so can't be more than 2. The upside down man under the ground, to his right, to his left, there's no one around. Leave him alone, though his tears are profound. The moon is up above the sky, fuller crescent floating high, twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. So, moon is up, the fool is going to be somewhere in the middle. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget? Nope, must not admit. And now that the last before you take a whack, here's one more hint to help keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left, and it'll keep it in sight. Definitely don't feel like I know. Eye of Night would probably be the spooky thing. I don't know if it would be high. Making a wild guess here. It's working. The wild guess is working. I feel like keep it in sight might be important. Like the High Priestess looks at it. Gotta have to try to readjust. Wildly placing things does not help. I don't think I'm crazy about Upside Down Man, because that seems like straightforward, right? Upside Down Man is under the ground. No one around. Leave him alone. The moon is up above the sky, fuller crescent floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. So it is the moon is above the clown. Praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget one major point you must not omit, and now at last before you take a whack, here's one more hint to help keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful it's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. So, it's locked. It wouldn't be like that. I did it. I did it. So this is my thing with this, I guess. I don't know what would indicate exactly where the moon and the fool are. The Eye of the Night made me think of the High Priestess praying to a god. But I, kind of crapshoot at that a little bit. Let me see. Now the first thing, I guess, if columns count as rows, because I do believe the number pad puzzle called both columns and rows. That might be where the confusion is. If columns are the same as rows, then it would make sense, because you can't have them be where the hanged man is. Above the sky, fuller crescent floating high, twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the sky? So if the eye, the like scary eye was God and she was praying to it above her, and then the it makes sense if you consider the row thing to be both, which maybe is okay. Love those noises. I don't think that was the way to go. Love that door.
What do I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice.
He says it so
Then
casually.
I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think
finger gun was
this is
good.
the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like Alessa 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again!
So angry.
Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home. This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way,
Did you kill me? Well. Well. The guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
Thanks for giving me permission.
you'll go to hell!
Aw, damn. Look at that fancy dagger.
What did you do?
Stabbed him.
Nothing important.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a god born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering? Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
No, I don't expect to be saved. And that's fine. Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It was too deep a sin. It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
Oh, he's still hanging on.
You feel so guilty about it. Why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
Vincent?
Oh yeah, I forgot I had this.
The seal of Metatron?
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God? I'm sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic. But God loves even you. Now, Alessa, there's nowhere else to run. Just accept it, Alessa. The pain will disappear. I've been waiting so long for this. Even as a child, I knew I would see the coming of this day. I knew I would be a witness to it. Judgment Day. Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
Oh shit. Let me go talk to her. What up? Claudia. Oh no! I think I made the wrong decision.
Alessa? Oh, God! Bring us salvation!
Oh, God seemed pretty big. Game over! That was the bad end. Not what you're supposed to do in there. If you sit in that room for a while and do nothing, I believe the same cutscene plays out. Clearly not the solution that we needed. But it was a funny one. It really wasn't that funny.